Hey, Joe here. I am wrapping up the series of 30 Days and 30 Ways to Unleash Your Abundance with a kind of condensed days 27 to 30 all in this one video. So you've got kind of like a bonus video here. And if you have been following the series, then you will know that I have been talking and sharing tips and tools and techniques whereby you can really start to up level your abundance mindset and starting to step into a completely different vibration where you can start to really overcome some of the limiting beliefs, some of the negative energies, some of like the limiting patterns and behaviors that might be holding you back from stepping into the success that you truly desire. Now, with the clients that I work with and with the women that I work with around their building their business and really starting to, create the career that they desire, much of the work that we do is around creating and stepping into a completely different strategy whereby you are completely transforming your mindset and starting to up level and create a new money story, starting to create a new confidence story, and starting to step into the successful business mindset required for you to go out and attract the clients that you really desire, attract the jobs that you really desire, like the projects, the work that you really desire. So I work with coaches and consultants and creatives, and I work with really talented people who have years of expertise, lots of passion, and they know their purpose, and they are stuck in a cycle of not being able to break through to the next income level or break through to that next level or actually show up in the world with their message and their talents on fire the way that they know that they can be. So I was doing some work today and I was really tapping into who my ideal clients are, and I made some notes, so I'm going to read them out because this might be you. So if you are a woman and you know that you are meant for more, and if you know that you want to do what you love and you want to make money, and you know that you want to invest in something that has a long-term effect, and you're not averse to doing some of the inside work that is going to bring you the success, the money and the freedom that you really want, and you're looking to grow yourself, and you are looking to attract more clients, but your ideal soul clients, and you want to go to the next financial level, and you want to move past fear and doubt and actually get into that zone and that vibration where you are in your sweet spot and your zone of genius, and you're tired of doing things alone, and you are ready to share your message on a stage or in a book, through your music, in a podcast, if you want to step up and create your own coaching brand, and you are looking for support from someone who has been there already and has done it and is doing it, and you are driven and ambitious to make money, then I really love working with dedicated coaches, consultants, and creatives who really know that they are ready to gain traction. They know that they are ready to move this thing forward, and they understand with business, it's about investing in your future and making that commitment and being quite decisive and fearless about making a financial commitment to move forward. Because this whole thing around energy and abundance is we have to move the flow of energy. If you are going to want people to invest in your services and in your business and in your talents and expertise, then, and if you want people to pay you your worth and your value and to do that fearlessly, then it's about taking that action to invest in other people. You know, what you would want paid to yourself is about taking that step, and it may be scary, but it's about taking that step and investing in other people. So with the coaching that I do, I help coaches, consultants, and creatives, especially in a service-led sector. If you are building your business online and you are have an expertise, then I help women to create high-level packages, premium packages. So it's moving away from charging by the hour, and it's actually stepping into really understanding the value of your services, the value of what you do, the value of your transformation, and really taking a look at your skills and pulling that together in a way by which you are selling transformative premium packages starting at a minimum of 2K. Now, if this sounds like you, if you have a service-led sector, you know, you may be working for a, you may be working, you know, have your own like business as like a record company, or maybe you're the artist and you are performing, you know, if you're performing at a regular venue and you know that it's going to be coming up time and time again, then this is the time for you to really start to own your worth and be thinking smarter. The whole area is about not wanting to spend your time clutching at getting paid by the hour, every hour, getting £150 there, or maybe £200 there. You know, like, there is much for you to go out and achieve in this world. And the way to do that is really to start thinking smarter about your services, valuing your services, and thinking of the long term as well. So this is about, I want to work with women who are thinking about the long game. So it's quite easy to set up business and think, hey, you know, great, I've got a client here, or I can do a free session here. This is about really creating the structure for your business so that you can work smarter, not harder, so that you can work less hours for more money. And to do that, you have to build the right foundation for your business, the right structures, put in the right systems and processes, and lay the foundation. And it's also laying the correct mindset foundation. And this is where so many people fall by the wayside. Everybody wants to have a business. Lots of people want to get set up as a coach. Everybody wants to have their dream. People say that they are meant for more and they are longing for what they want to do. But when it actually comes to investing and putting their money where their mouth is and actually seeing the long-term effect of getting that support in the beginning, then this is where it sorts the wheat from the chaff. And I can share from experience the value of actually, you know, working with a mentor who believes in you and who supports you and who really can show you the step-by-step strategies that you need to take to start to move into completely doubling your income. Yeah, so whether you're in a 9-to-5 still already, or whether you're just setting up, then it is possible. But, you know, when I first started my coaching business, I was, you know, scrabbling around for information on social media and marketing and selling and how to set up this and that, and, you know, clutching at freebies and doing, you know, lots of other stuff and, you know, watching so many people, and it actually became exhausting. And not only does it become exhausting, you start to lose a bit of focus and clarity and start making mistakes along the way because you're trying to pull it together all yourself. And I did this a year before I fully decided to go full in and commit in a coaching program. It was over £2,000 at the time, and this was like, you know, 5 years ago. And I haven't stopped investing since then because I know where I want my business to be, and I know where successful people are, and I know the successful people are continually investing. So it doesn't matter if you're already on 5 figures or 6 figures or 7 figures. Part of successful thinking and business building is to invest. So there's sacrifices to be made. You know, I've had to sell things sometimes. You know, I've borrowed money from my dad before, you know, early on in the business, but it paid off because I now have a business which is attracting soul clients. I now have a business which is helping to transform women. Hi, Natalia. Hi, DC. And hi, Creola. How are you guys doing? And I now have a business which has a solid foundation that is attracting people who want to work with me. You know, I've been able to set up a retreat. I've been able to do keynote speaking. I've now, you know, done third-party workshops for, you know, fantastic companies, and still am. And these offers are coming in because not only did I level my mindset, I paid for the assurance and the strategy to do it in a simpler way. So it's almost going through the path of least resistance to get to where you want to be, and figuring out a way so that you can get that support and being able to, and working out what your sacrifices are going to be. You know, in the early stages of my business, I was always the one who said, I'm not going out this weekend because I wanted to save that money. I knew that in a few years' time, or, you know, a few months or whatever it was, that money reinvests itself. So for me, I kind of see it as, how much do you want it? How much do you want this thing called success? How much do you want that coaching business? How much do you want that place on the stage? How much do you want to share your gifts? Really and truly, I get so passionate when each and every time I have a discovery session with women, because I know exactly where they've been, where they are, how they feel. And there's so many women out there that are meant for something more. But there are only a few women who are prepared to really take it that step further. And this is why, like, the whole area, the whole game of entrepreneurialism means that, you know, there's only, what, 5% of people that actually make it? Can you believe that? So I'd love to know, like, are you one of that small percent that are ready to take it to the next level? So I would love to hear from DC. We've got you on screen. I can't see any comments. Natalia, how are you doing, my love? Creola, I know that you're a coach and you are in the midst of building your business. So, like, where do you want to be, like, over the next 3 to 6 months? You know, what changes do you see happening? Like, what sacrifices are you prepared to make to get to where you want to be? Like, what shifts? Because every small thing and those determined decisions that we make really are what is setting us up for the future. Yeah, and what is setting you apart from others who are walking the walk or talking the talk, but not walking the walk, or whatever the expression is, but you get me. So, like, what are you prepared to do? Like, how much do you want this? And, like, how much do you really believe in yourself? I guess it comes down to that as well. And for every time, you know, I'll share this, for every time that I've invested in myself, and the more the investment it's almost like it's a sign to myself how much I believe in where I want to be. Yeah. So Natalia's saying, I see the shifts of making a date on my commitments, sticking to them, and also making more calls, being out there. Yeah. So Natalia, that's really great, because that's what it is. It's about aligning the mindset, the internal work, with external action, and to keep on doing that. But at the same time, it's to keep up leveling your mindset at the same time, and really pushing through and making sure that you're challenging yourselves around the areas of your comfort zone, around the areas of your confidence, and around the areas of money, and around the areas of success. Yeah? For you to actually create this thing that you want. I know it's easy to set up a business. Anybody can set up a business now. But to take it to the next level, you have to be prepared to figure out, what are you willing to sacrifice? Yeah? Like, what's the pain and pleasure of this? What pain are you willing to go to get to there? So Criella's saying that things are at a standstill. I have to make shifts in my mindset. Yeah. And I have to sacrifice my time. Absolutely. So I was sharing before, that was one of the things that was a non-negotiable for me in the early days of setting up my business. And even now, I'm very rigid in the time that I spend in my business and what I say yes to in terms of social engagements and what I say no to, because I'm here to take this thing all the way to the top. And you have to have that mindset. And it's not for everybody, and it doesn't just fall into place overnight. It takes practice, it takes resilience, and it can take a lot of energy. And this is why having that coaching support is so important, because if you can have the step-by-step strategies, if you can have those tools and get that support, everything moves along faster. I have never moved so fast in my business until I had a coach. And it's one of those things where I think because, we see on social media that, a lot of people are doing things and we think, yeah, well, I can do it myself. Yeah, you can. You can set up by yourself, but if you're not getting the clients that are actually paying you premium prices, if you're not getting that income, if you're not getting those opportunities, and if you're standing still and you're still scared and you're on the outside looking in, then it's time to get really serious, and it's time to really think about how you can make it happen. Yeah, because once you make that decision, then it will happen. It's simple. At the beginning of my business, I did not even have a credit card. I didn't have that money. I didn't know where that money was coming from. But time and time again, when I've made the decision to jump into a coaching program or do something that was going to up-level my business, scary as it was, I made it happen. And this is the power of decision. This is the power of purpose. And this is about you really having the belief in your passion. And if some of that is a little bit skew with at the moment, then that's also where you need to start with the work, because let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there all vying on social media now, and it's a busy market, it's noisy. And for those people who, confidence is no problem, they're going to get up there on social media, on video, and they're going to rock it. And it's a shame that some people who really have the talent are kind of getting held back because of the self-belief and the confidence. And so this is where I love to work with women, because you don't have to be the most bubbly, loud, extrovert person to get to the top. You know, I'm not one of those people. Sometimes I can be the life and soul of the party, but I love my own time. I love my own space. You can hear silence. I absolutely love a bit of peace and clarity. And I'm not the most loudly spoken person. I'm really aware of my energy. And so I like to work with women like that, because I like to empower them and help them to empower themselves, because you have so much energy in having, you know, a smaller voice, or, you know, just kind of, you don't have to be the most extrovert person, but you can be as powerful, if not more. I think there's so much power in someone who is not afraid to be silent, is not afraid to not always have to be, you know, the most loud person in the room. So, as I say, today is kind of a roundup of what it is to unleash your abundance. Like, this is about taking things to the next level, and now is the time. We've just finished July, and you know, we've got another 5 to 6 months left for the year, and it's time to ramp it up, and it's time to make those plans. It's time to take action and commit to some decisions, and to work out how you're going to make it happen, and to really get serious about investing in the support that you need to build you further or get you further. So you have probably seen the videos I have been doing, and at the end of them I've been saying, you know, if any of this is resonating for you, then I have a couple of spots that have opened up. And if you are interested in getting support, and if you are serious, and if you have actually committed to a decision, and you want to work with someone who can show you the steps and the strategy that they have used to create premium packages in their business, and to be signing up high-end clients, and actually moving into that zone where you are out pitching your ideas to other people and getting people who want to work with you, putting yourself out there, then I would love to speak to you. Like, I would love to jump on the phone. And so I will put a link in the comments after this. Creola, I know that we were going to talk at some point, so if you are interested in moving forward, let me know. Natalia, I think that you were going to schedule a session from one of my earlier posts, so I'd love to speak to you. So that will be a 30-minute session. And let me know if you have any questions or anything that you need support around. It's like, I am rooting for you. I'm rooting for the women who are meant for something more. So I'm going to leave the video there, and have a fantastic evening, and I'll speak to you soon.